Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie.
You're listening to or watching Not-Stalgia.
It's a podcast.
The podcast you have to put a quarter in every few minutes to keep listening to. That'd be a great revenue stream.
Yeah, give me that money.
Put a quarter into your phone to keep listening. Well, Kate, I can't say have you ever seen or heard of this because...
It's in our living room.
Yay! Tell me your thoughts on the Simpsons arcade machine.
It's in my living room.
Give me an opinion about the Simpsons arcade machine, not a fact.
It's big. It's blue.
Have you ever seen the real one?
No.
No? No, you have. It's at the barcade that we sometimes go to.
It's bigger in real life.
The real one's bigger, right?
We have a 3/4 size machine.
I think it's even smaller than 3/4 size. You are taller than it. I'm watching you standing next to it right now. You are not very big.
And I'm not very big.
And you're taller than
Maybe
the
it's like a 2/3 size machine. So we have a Simpsons arcade machine in our living room.
How do you feel about that?
It was not discussed with me before purchase.
Or hashing this out on the podcast. It was on clearance at Walmart. It was way marked down from its real price. So it's like if I had stopped to discuss it with you, as we normally do our big purchases, it would have been gone, you know?
Yes.
I had to, I read online it was marked down, so I went to the Walmart and it wasn't marked down in store, so I asked someone to come over and scan it, and it really actually was. It was a whole... Then I had them hide it for me while I went and got a cart. It was a whole to-do.
Sounds like a wacky time.
So, Kate, this is, of course, this feels like an advertisement. It's not. Please give us money, 1UP Arcade. This is the brand 1UP Arcade replica Simpsons machine. They make all these different replicas of famous arcade games. Let me just tell you real quick a little bit about this game, Kate. It was developed by Konami. We previously played a very similar game that they've made, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
That one's from 1989. We did that on our two-parter Chuck E. Cheese and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Konami arcade game episodes. That's a 4-player beat-em-up based on a cartoon, just like what they did 2 years later in 1991, The Simpsons, a 4-player beat-em-up based on a cartoon. And later they're going to make an X-Men that's just like this, but it's 6 players, which is really cool. I love that 6-player X-Men machine. This game was directed by Kengo Nakamura. It was released in America on March 4th, 1991, and in Japan on August 11th, 1991. To put that in context for you, the second season of The Simpsons was airing in America at that time when it was released, so the game is based on the first season, which is as much as we've watched so far in our Simpsons episodes. Anyone watching or listening to this that hasn't heard it yet, we did 2 episodes a while back, one on the shorts from the Tracy Ullman Show and one on season 1 of The Simpsons. This, Kate, is an all-time classic beat-em-up game, and for me, because this podcast is really just all about me and what I like, making you experience those things, maybe not like them, but you'll experience them and weigh in. This is my most nostalgic arcade game ever because I was born the year this game came out, 1991. Arcades were not really a thing anymore. We talked about on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles episode how I played that at Chuck E. Cheese, but that game was already kind of old by then. This game was a little old by the time I played it too, but here's how I played it. Chuck E. Cheese, that was a rare treat. You know, once every few months maybe an aunt would bring me to Chuck E. Cheese, right? This game was in the arcade that I actually used to get to go to that was not that far from where I grew up, from my house at the time. It was this place called the Village Mall. It was a weird little 1-floor mall. You barely even call it a mall. It's not what you think of when you think of the word mall. It was attached on both sides to stores. So my family used to shop at the department store Bradley's, and there was a door from inside the Bradley's to get into the Village Mall. Had a little tiny arcade in it. In that arcade sat the Simpsons game. And my brother, because I was so little when I was playing this, my brother's 4 years older, so my parents would sometimes go shopping in that store and drop me and him off at the little arcade. I'm sure we were there for like 15 minutes, but it felt like forever. And I got to just play this. I loved The Simpsons my whole life. I loved video games my whole life, so this was like custom made for me, it felt like, as a kid. And even one time, I swear, my brother beat it. I don't know if I participated the whole time because I was so little, but they gave him enough quarters that he was able to straight up beat this game. So it's very special to me. It's really the only arcade game I care about because I'm young enough to have missed the whole arcade era, you know? So anyway, I'm a huge fan of this game, which is why when it was on clearance, I was like, all right, I'm going to have to get it and not consult with my wife. You ready to try it out?
Sure.
It's been sitting in our home for a while. You haven't really played it much,
I played it once. You made me.
Go ahead and add a life. You're going to hit that red button, which replaces putting a quarter in. Great. And I'll be Lisa. You're Marge. Mainly because for the camera that we're using, these are the 2 furthest to the left and right characters. If you were going to choose, who would you have?
Oh, I would obviously pick Lisa.
Oh, do you want to switch?
No, it's fine.
I'm kind of wedged in here. Our living room's not that big.
What do I do now?
You're going to hit attack.
Attack.
Here we go. So do you understand the concept?
Who are these punks?
Attack, jump, and... Oh, here, watch the intro. Attack, jump, and move.
Was that a diamond?
Okay, so Smithers has bumped into the Simpsons family. Maggie has gotten a diamond in her mouth instead of her pacifier, and she's now been kidnapped.
Could they not just take the diamond out of the baby's mouth?
They could, but I don't know. Where am I?
You don't even count.
There we go.
Oh, so that's jump.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't even
labeled.
have to ask, how do I jump?
Jump and attack, right? For once.
It's kind of squeaky.
It's a little squeaky, but that's
Hey,
really...
why are these guys coming from the back? Get
lends
away.
to the arcade
I'm
charm
smacking
of
them
it.
with my vacuum cleaner. Do you wish it was like sticky vaguely?
It almost is. Luckily, not many people have touched it yet. It will be one day, Kate.
Ew. I don't want sticky people going in my home. Hey guy, get out of here.
Do you remember that kid from the Simpsons episode we watched where Homer needs to become better than Bart at a video game?
No.
Because he feels like he's being replaced, as the man of the household? Anyway,
I'm smacking him.
this game's filled with little references to season 1 of the
Oh, I like
Simpsons.
that little gerbil. Hey,
I love when you get hit and you get smashed against the inside of the glass. I think that looks just terrific.
get away from my child. I smacked him. Hey, why are you wiggling so much?
Do you like this kind of game?
No.
I ask you every time we play a beat 'em up.
Why
Guy's
is
got
this
a
man
he's got
hitting
a
me?
mop, a broom.
Yeah, this punk. Oh my god, these firefighters
I'm not
are...
sure why we have to fight the firefighters. I guess the implication is that Mr. Burns
He owns
is just...
the whole town?
Yes, right? Maybe? Because it is kind of odd that firefighters, who are usually portrayed as heroes in media, are just blasting us. Here, Kate, a little tip for you. Jump up in that tree and hit it. You'll get some food to give you some help.
Tree?
Hit it, hit it. Hit it with your attack while you're in the air. There you go. Eat that apple. A little secret for you.
Why?
Having this in my home, our home, has really allowed me to learn some secrets by playing. I've mostly just played this level over and over again. All right, you can go get that burger, too.
I need it.
Uh-huh. And then save. Just walk into it. Oh,
Hey,
Kate, no.
Come here, little girl.
Oh, you missed it. You can pick up that bowling ball and throw
Why?
it at the bad guy in a second, but wait until he lands and disrobes. There you
What?
go. Wait. All right, here you go. Ready? Throw it at him. Oh,
Oh.
okay, you just threw it off screen.
Hey.
It's funny because this level is what I remember most from the game anyway, because, sometimes we wouldn't have that much time, or you'd run out of quarters early, so I've played this level
Okay, I'm smacking him.
pre us owning it and post.
Why
So,
is he hitting me?
he will attack whoever's nearest. See, I'm purposely running away. So
Are
what you want to
using
do,
me as
Kate?
bait?
You want to? Yes, I'm using your bait. You want to observe his pattern, right?
I don't want to.
So look, he gives a tell right before he body slams you. See? And there you go. Get through without even taking a hit if you want.
That's not going to be
Ah,
possible
never mind,
for
you
me.
took a hit. I can never do it without getting hurt. I'm sure, given enough time, now that we own it. One day, you and I will both master this
Oh,
game.
I've died.
You died. Give yourself
Oh, look.
another life.
What?
Hit the red button. It's like
Why?
putting a quarter in. Do it again. There you go.
Alright, so I'm hitting this big man. I don't really see myself playing this a lot.
Playing it so much that it justifies owning it?
Yeah. He's really blinking a lot.
Don't you want to get your initials on the high score list?
No. I do not care.
Whoa.
Is this man like hitting little girls?
Oh yeah, this blinking thing is great. This is like an old video game tactic
Oh, look,
where
I killed him.
they'd make the boss, where the further you got on killing him, he'd start blinking, so you knew you were close, All right, here comes a little mini game. You'll be good at
Mini
this.
game?
Yeah, a little mini game. A little
I'm
bonus
already
round.
playing a mini game.
No,
This is a miniature
it
game.
is, you're right. Here's a mini game. So look, you gotta pump up this balloon in a second. Smithers floated away in his hot air balloon. You just gotta hit the buttons.
These two?
Blow up your buttons. Great podcasting noises. Hey, you beat the computers. That was good. On to level 2.
What?
All right, Kate, it's Krusty Land.
This is my hit button. I don't want these goons to come after me. Can we rig this up so it costs actual money?
Oh, yeah, so we could charge our friends. That's a good idea. Here, look,
Don't hit that little dog.
I could throw the dog. Oh, I missed. Completely missed. Oh, some donuts for you if you want some help.
Who's this old man?
Hey, look, recognize that guy by the donuts? Remember him?
Bert?
He's their the family therapist they
Is
went
he
to.
their accountant?
Remember when they all electrocuted each other? Oh, pick up the mallet from get Millhouse's mallet. There you go.
I hit my
Watch, you
son.
could wreck these guys. Millhouse is not your son.
He's like my friend.
your son's
my
friend.
son's friend. Hey guys, no, get away, get away, get away,
Look,
get away.
you can just wreck these guys in one hit because you have the mallet.
Why am I dazed? There's a lot going on here. It's just so much to follow.
Too much on screen for you? These games, this type of game, if we had 4 players, there'd be
It seems like it would be
more
really
people to
chaotic.
fight. It gets very wild. Remember the Turtles was a really wild one.
Oh yeah, that was too much for me. Hey, get out of here, guys. Oh my god, a bear. Get away.
That bear may come back later.
No,
we're not going to get that far.
I'm not going to make it that far, Tyler. Awfully ambitious to think. This is too crowded. Get out of here, guys. Get the heck out.
Hey, recognize these guys?
Life in hell. Get out, get out, get out.
Look,
get
you
out.
learned something from Not-Stalgia, Kate.
I learned nothing.
All right, you're on your own. I got a
Me?
game over. Let's see how far you can get.
Why is he smacking me? No, 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 no. I don't want these men.
You know, it's good. Maybe it'll scale down the number of enemies now that you're on your own. All right, you got 1 life left, Kate. Let's see how far you can get.
Get out of here.
Oh, nice. You blocked his hat attack. Oh, watch out. These guys can do some serious damage to your health bar.
Is there like a special attack that I could be doing?
On your own, I don't believe so. We never did it, but when we were both alive, there was a way. I still don't understand how to initiate it.
Get out of here.
Where you could, like, throw me.
I'm just a mom trying to find my kid. Don't bother me. This is just the Odyssey.
You've done surprisingly well since...
Get out of here, birds.
Oh, eat the hot dog. Looks like you're about to fight a boss.
Give me that doggy.
Here we go. Can you beat this evil balloon?
No.
I always thought this effect was cool in games when there's a sprite, but it can scale like this.
I don't know.
Kind of neat. It's revolutionary at one time, Kate. Instead of an object that they drew having to stay the exact same size the whole time, it can grow and shrink. Nope, you're on life 0. As a kid, it's always a nice bonus when you're like, oh right, there's one more. You might win. You might go all the way, Kate.
Why is he shooting balloons at me?
All right, don't get hit. They're full of bombs.
GTFO.
You're really laying it on those buttons. I think you might make it. Did I speak too soon?
Get out of here.
Oh, Kate, come on, don't die, he's almost dead. Watch out. Oh, man. You got 20 seconds. You want to see what happens if you beat him?
No.
So you made it pretty far. You made it to the end of the second level. You did real good on your own. I was impressed by your performance there. All right, Kate. Oh, you know what I totally forgot to mention? The disturbing, while we're back at the menu screen, before you wrap up. Hold on. Look at Lisa's quote. This always makes me laugh.
It makes me feel
Embrace
good.
Nothingness. Also, the ages of Homer and Marge, which are upsetting because how old is Marge?
Marge is 34.
We're pretty darn close.
Listen.
Okay, what are your final thoughts on this wonderful piece of video game history that you, lucky duck, you own?
Here's my final thought. Why is it in my living room?
If we get divorced, are you going to spitefully take this game?
Oh, I'm going to donate it. No, it's fine. I don't like busy games like this. This just feels like too overwhelming.
Right.
And I don't like the clicking sounds it makes.
It's a little noisy. I wish it had soft clicks. I'm sure our listeners and viewers wish it had soft clicks.
I understand why people like it, though.
Why? Why do you think people like it?
Nostalgia, and that's it.
You're 100% right. It is, at the time, you liked it because it was The Simpsons. It's like, oh, cool, that new cool show has a game. And now, of course, it's double nostalgia. It's nostalgia from when The Simpsons was good. Hot take, The Simpsons isn't good anymore. And, of course, nostalgia for this era of gaming. Anyway, Kate, thanks for playing it. Tell us what to watch next. Leave it a comment, subscribe, whatever. Bye.
Bye.
Love you all.